Westeros just got a new hero, and we're not ready. What if I told you that the Game of Thrones universe is about to give us something we haven't seen in years? Actual heroism. No, seriously. After watching backstabbing politicians, dragon barbecues, and enough betrayals to fill a library, HBO just dropped a trailer that promises knights, honor, and adventure. And before you say been there, done that, let me stop you right there. Hit that subscribe button and smash that notification bell, because we're diving deep into why a Knight of the Seven Kingdoms might just save the Thrones franchise from itself. The trailer for A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms just landed, and the internet collectively lost its mind. We're talking about Dunk and Egg, people. If you don't know who they are, buckle up, because you're about to meet the most wholesome duo in Westeros history, which is like being the tallest person at kindergarten, but still counts. This isn't your typical Game of Thrones bloodbath extravaganza. This is something different, something refreshing, something that might actually let us root for characters without preparing funeral playlists. Let me paint you a picture. The trailer opens with sweeping shots of Westeros that'll make you feel things. We're talking golden fields, medieval tournaments, and castles that don't look like they've been recently dragonified. There's an innocence here, a sense of adventure that the original series traded for political chess matches and surprise decapitations. And standing at the center of it all is Ser Duncan the Tall, a hedge knight with more honor in his pinky finger than most lords have in their entire bloodline. Now here's where it gets interesting. Duncan isn't some chosen one with prophecies following him around like a bad smell. He's just a really tall guy trying to do the right thing in a world that usually punishes you for having a conscience. He's literally called Dunk because that's the kind of straightforward, no-nonsense energy he brings. No cryptic nicknames like the Young Wolf or the Mother of Dragons. Just Dunk. And honestly, that's the most refreshing thing about this entire concept. But wait, it gets better. Because Dunk isn't traveling alone. Oh no, he's got himself a squire named Egg. Cute name, right? Sweet little nickname for a sweet little kid? Wrong. This is where George R.R. Martin pulls his classic move, because Egg isn't just any squire. Egg is actually Aegon Targaryen, a prince who shaved his distinctive silver hair to escape the suffocating life of royalty. So we got a commoner knight who doesn't know he's serving literal dragon-blooded royalty. It's like the Prince and the Pauper, but with more swords and existential dread. The chemistry between these two in the trailer is absolutely electric. You can feel the mentor-student dynamic, the banter, the genuine friendship forming. And this matters because Game of Thrones made us so cynical that we forgot what it's like to watch characters who actually care about each other without planning elaborate murders. Remember when Jon and Sam were just buddies at the wall before everything got complicated? That energy, but turned up to 11. Speaking of energy, let's talk about what this show is bringing to the table visually. The tournament scenes in the trailer look absolutely spectacular. We're talking full medieval jousting, knights in shining armor that's actually shiny for once, and crowds that seem genuinely excited rather than terrified about which family member is getting executed today. There's pageantry here, color, life. It's like someone remembered that Westeros can be beautiful when it's not covered in ash or political corruption. And can we discuss the timing of this release? HBO is making a power move here. After House of the Dragon gave us more Targaryen drama than anyone asked for, complete with family trees that double as family wreaths, they're pivoting hard. They're saying, hey, remember when Game of Thrones was about adventure and wonder? Remember when you cared about honor and justice? Because let's be honest, we've been drowning in morally gray antiheroes for so long that an actual good guy feels revolutionary. But here's the genius part that the trailer hints at beautifully. This isn't just a feel-good adventure story. This is still Westeros, baby. The undercurrent of danger is everywhere. You can see it in the shadowy figures, in the suspicious glances, in the way Duncan grips his sword like he knows the world is waiting to prove him wrong about honor and decency. George R.R. Martin wrote these stories, and if you think everyone's making it out alive, you haven't been paying attention. The show is walking this incredible tightrope between hopeful adventure and inevitable tragedy. The production design deserves its own standing ovation. Every frame of this trailer looks like it was painted by someone who actually read the books and understood the assignment. The costumes have that worn, lived-in quality that screams authenticity. The locations feel real, not like obvious sound stages pretending to be castles. And the attention to detail in the tournament armor, the heraldry, the weapons, it's the kind of stuff that makes fantasy nerds like us weep with joy. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Can this show succeed where others have stumbled? Game of Thrones ended with all the grace of a drunk dragon, and House of the Dragon, while visually stunning, sometimes feels like watching a very expensive family therapy session that solves everything with fire. A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms has the advantage of being based on completed novellas. That means no improvising endings, no running past the source material, no Daenerys kind of forgot about the Iron Fleet situations. The story exists, it's beloved, and it has a clear beginning, middle, and end. The trailer also teases some incredible supporting characters. We're getting glimpses of lords and ladies, mysterious figures in the shadows, and what looks like a puppet show that's probably more politically charged than it appears. Because this is Westeros, where even children's entertainment comes with hidden messages and potential assassination plots. The world feels lived in, populated with people who have their own agendas, their own stories, their own reasons for existing beyond just serving the main plot. And here's something the trailer does brilliantly. It understands pacing. We're not drowning in exposition or endless slow-motion shots of people looking dramatically at each other. The cuts are quick, the action is punchy, and the dialogue snippets we hear are sharp and engaging. It feels like the show knows it needs to grab audiences who've been burned before and convince them that yes, you can trust Westeros again. Yes, you can invest in ECH. What makes this particularly exciting is the time period. We're roughly 90 years before the events of Game of Thrones, which means we get to see Westeros in a completely different era. The combat shown in the trailer deserves special mention. It's brutal but not gratuitous, skilled but not superhuman. Duncan fights like a man who learned on the streets, not in some pristine training yard. Every sword swing looks like it has weight, every block looks desperate. This isn't choreographed dancing, this is survival. And that authenticity makes every fight scene feel consequential. Thanks for watching, and may your adventures be as noble as Dunk's and slightly less dangerous. Stay tuned to Westeros Throne for more insights from the Seven Kingdoms.